Hello and welcome to today's media studies session. We're looking at a new scheme of learning here on the NHS, the National Health Service, Give Blood. Now, this is part one of our close study products, and we are going to be looking at the television advertisement. So in today's lesson, we're just going to have a look to start with on the personal learning checklist. So the things that we're going to cover in this lesson are as follows. You need to understand what a niche audience is. You need to know the niche audience for this advert and why this advert can be considered as niche. You need to understand what BAME means, B-A-M-E. You need to be aware that donating blood is an issue in the BAME community. And finally, you need to be able to discuss how this advert carries a powerful social message and how it attempts to change attitudes and behaviours. So that's what we're looking today at in lesson one. So moving on, we're going to be looking now at the advertisement. So the NHS Give Blood representing Lady Leisha.
The world's full of talented people. The passion in some is less than in others, the balance ain't equal. You could be a rapper and be cool. You could be a singer in a band to a kid that's in preschool. Whether you decide to be a pilot and fly private, a boxer in the ring and you fight till your eyes violet, a librarian so you light when the time's silent, a voluntary worker, the smile on a child's priceless. The sky has no limits. You could be an artist painting a vivid image, a nail technician booking clients for acrylics, a bartender at a nightclub pouring spirits. You could be an actor, could be into fashion. You could be a dancer, ready to make it happen. You could be going back and forth on the basketball court, or a chef seasoning your salmon. That's talent, cause we are the sound of the streets. We are the voice of the youth, so we shout and we scream. And we are the ones making policies. We are the scientists who create magic in the laboratories. We are the tropical spirits of the island. We are the footballers that love striking, but we ain't representing in other ways, like giving blood to make another see better days. Is it pressure? Is it pressure? We are gotta take some time to make it right. We gotta take some time, give blood, save a life.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. So getting back to the lesson, the NHS Give Blood is an advert aimed at a niche audience. Okay, so let's think about what niche means. Okay, so if it was to a mass audience, that would be made up of a large group of people. So that would be men, women, children, elderly. It could be every single culture. Okay, however, a niche audience, N-I-C-H-E, a niche audience is a small subset with very unique interests or characteristics. So what I want you to think about is, what audience do you think this was aimed at, and what is a niche audience? So in your books, in your exercise books, can you write down, please, write what a mass audience is and write down what a niche audience is. Then I want you to spider diagram a list of 10 niche products that you have seen advertised only to a certain group. So for examples, an advertisement might be for a group of bikers. So that would be people that are only into motorbiking. Okay. There might be a niche audience if it was just for basketballers. So everybody else that isn't a basketballer, it wouldn't be for them. Okay, and then finally, who is the niche audience in this advert? So can you spend about 30 minutes on that piece to make sure you get your information written down? Okay, so moving on, we're having a look at why blood donation is an issue in the BAME community, B-A-M-E. The questions that I would like you to answer in this part is, what does BAME stand for, and why is there a need for blood in the BAME community? We're going to look where it says here, click to the website. I've actually got the information for you in the next slides that we're going to read. Please feel free to make notes, bullet point notes. You do not need to write in full sentences, just really about what this information in this article is about. So, BAME, Black, Asian and minority ethnic groups, communities. So the article states we need donors from all communities and ethnic backgrounds to donate blood so we can meet the needs of all patients in England now and in the years to come. Black, Asian and minority ethnic donors are specifically needed right now because some patients who receive frequent blood transfusions need blood to be closely matched to their own. A number of blood conditions like sickle cell disease, which is treated through blood transfusions, most commonly affect Black, Asian and minority ethnic people. The best match typically comes from blood donors from the same ethnic background. And then there is a case study there, okay, about a child who has to have a blood transfusion every 3 weeks. And then finally, we're going to look at blood conditions and blood groups. So thalassemia and sickle cell disease are blood conditions that most commonly affect people within the Black, Asian and minority ethnic communities. The treatment of these conditions is much more successful using blood that is very closely matched to the patients. So again, ladies and gents, please feel free to make notes in your exercise books there. And then finally, why again is blood donation an issue in the BAME community? Well, you can see that basically only 3% of the population is giving blood of the BAME community. So that's why it's so important, and that's the reason why people need to give blood. So going back to the questions, please can you answer again, what does BAME stand for? And why is there a need for blood in the BAME community? So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to look and watch the stars of Represent to discuss the issues.
I think the Represent campaign is extremely important. You know, I know we take for granted the fact that there's always going to be a supply of blood, and people from the BAME community just don't do enough. You know, it could be you, it could be me at some point in an accident or, God forbid, suffering from some sort of illness, and we need a supply of blood, and if the right blood isn't there, then it could be all over. So I think we can change, and we can change it now.
Out of 100 people, only 2% of those actually give blood from Asian or Arab backgrounds, and I think that this is something we need to improve. So I'm here today. I will be giving blood myself. It's so necessary, so get involved.
Anybody that is of colour, we need your blood. You need to donate blood. We actually need Black blood and Asian people's blood. The reason because of that is because we have special blood. People that have sickle cell need this type of blood, and we're the only people that can help, you know what I mean?
So my mother is a nurse. She used to be a dialysis nurse, and I know kind of how much it would help to kind of raise awareness for the community in donating blood, and hence why I'm here, trying to do my part.
So I'm Kanya King, I'm founder and CEO of the Mobile Organisation. We're very proud to be partnering with NHS Blood and Transplant because it's such a powerful and important cause. The fact that we don't have enough Black and Asian people representing and registering so that they can donate blood, to me, you know, is a huge problem, and it's something that we're really hoping that we can kind of help to raise awareness for this issue.
Okay, so there's some very, very interesting information in there and about why Black and Asian communities should be giving blood. So if we do look back, okay, to our personal learning checklist for that lesson, let's just clarify what we wanted to achieve. So can you now talk about and state what a niche audience is? Can you say what the niche audience is for this advert? Can you tell us what BAME means, BAME? Are you aware that donating blood is an issue in the BAME community? And can you discuss how this advert carries a powerful social message and how it attempts to change attitudes and behaviours? Okay, thank you, ladies and gents, so much. Now, remember, we will be answering exam questions on this, hence the reason it's so important for you to have developed your learning and to know and do more by the end of this session. Okay, take care for now. Bye-bye.